welcome to the Questionnaires podcast, where each week we source the best questions from Yahoo Answers and attempt to provide the best advice from...
What would happen if I squished an entire loaf of bread into a vice and then ate the ensuing slice in a couple of bites?
2.
How does olive oil lose its virginity?
We're here to prove that every question deserves an answer. Joined with me this week, as always, is Marcus.
Hey, Tom.
And Damien.
Hello.
How is it going?
I'm stressed out.
I know this evening has been tainted as soon as you walked through the door.
Yeah,
Damien.
it was actually a lovely evening. I was driving Damien to your house, Tom.
Yeah,
and we're having a nice old chat. It was a very nice chat, and then Damien just drops a bombshell on me.
What was that bombshell, Damien?
Oh, it's not really a bombshell. Now it's like talked up too much. No, my Deliveroo account, which is for those who don't know, like an Uber Eats account, got hacked.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I was being charged like $600 for multiple orders from around the country.
Was it not just around the country? Wasn't it also in like other
Also
countries?
in like China. I was cross-continent.
Yeah, cross-continent.
Wow.
He was supplying the world with food. He was ending world hunger.
That's right. I'm a real Mother Teresa, inadvertently.
Feeding the hungry
Yeah.
with
Feeding
my
the hungry.
Deliveroo account.
Yeah, exactly.
I took one account and turned it into 1,000 fish and loaves of bread.
He's the Jesus of Deliveroo.
Yeah. The worst part was, because we were obviously going to start recording the podcast early, but I got to your house and was going into damage control.
Yeah.
And I was speaking to someone from Deliveroo who went by the name of Jerome.
That's not his real name for sure.
Probably
No,
not.
Never is.
The most
Never
annoying
is,
part
yeah.
was, though, I was explaining the situation and I said, I'd like to cancel like these orders. And then he said, all of them? I'm like, yes, all of them. You think I really placed $600 worth of orders in 10 minutes across the country?
You don't want a little bit? You're not a little bit hungry?
I like how the thought process is like, but surely one of the
At
meals
least one of them is his. It's like,
Yeah.
no.
Or maybe that.
Well, he
is
just
it-
wanted to make sure that, like, oh, I didn't mean the order I actually ordered, Jerome.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, that's
I need my
fair.
dinner,
but
Jerome.
Yeah, that's come on, Jerome. Step up your game. Step up your customer support game.
It's
Was
fine.
there anything on the menu that you saw? You couldn't see what they ordered.
I could see everything.
Did you see anything that you're just like, oh, I could go some
I could have
Coke,
some of
actually.
No, it all made my stomach turn when I saw the amount of money that I was spending at every restaurant. It could have been the best meal in the world, and I would not care.
Yeah, it's
but it's
just-
fine now. Jerome is apparently taking care
Did it
of
look like obviously every meal was probably someone different? Okay, I can assume that much. But did it look like that was like feeding
Was
like
there
a
a
family,
pa- was there
or
a
was it like a
pattern
single
or-
meal?
No,
or?
some were like big orders, and one was just like, oh, just a curry, just one curry.
Just one
Okay.
curry, thanks.
Yeah. So I don't know. It doesn't matter. Jerome took care of the problem.
Crisis averted.
Just like we're here to take care of people's problems from Yahoo
Yes.
Answers.
Yeah, let's be the Jerome in this situation, guys. We're going to answer some questions from the website Yahoo Answers. We each choose a question and try to provide some advice to these people.
Yes, we do.
And that's how the show works. The other thing we do is we choose a theme for each week to name the question askers themselves. And it's Marcus's theme.
It is
this
my
week.
theme this week, yes.
What you
And
got
this
for
week
us?
I wanted to go with something that is all dear to our hearts.
Yeah.
Mario Kart items.
Oh,
Have we done that before?
We have not.
Not Mario
Mario
Kart
Kart
items.
items. All right.
Okay.
And I'm going to go first.
Very good, very good.
Mario Kart items, okay?
Yeah, so these are the items that you can pick up
as a weapon,
as a
okay?
weapon. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go with something that's back in the early days.
Okay.
It was the feather that made you jump
Yes.
up.
Oh, from,
It was
from
the most
Super Nintendo.
Yeah, Super Nintendo. It was the most pointless
Yeah.
of
It was
items.
good to get you out of a jam
Yeah.
in those block
Battles.
those block battle
Yeah.
thingos.
But it was always more like, hey, I gotcha. I'm going to jump
Yeah,
up.
right.
But in the actual racing, there was only like one like race that has like, hey, you need the feather to actually do the shortcut. Otherwise, there's nothing else
Yeah,
there.
exactly. Yeah, and you'd be
His-
lucky to find a track that could utilize it.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about the whole shortcut thing, what Mario Kart item do you think would work the best in real life if you had to pick one?
To get you through life.
Yes. Like, well, I mean, like in your car.
Bullet Bill.
That's the thing, like, you couldn't pick like Star Power because you would be like leaving a trail of destruction in your wake as you blow up all these cars in front of you.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
So, like-
maybe banana peel like get away with littering.
That's what I mean.
If
Yeah.
it's okay, I'd love to throw my banana peel out.
The ghost. You go
So Tom just wants the litter. That's what he would use.
Is there a McDonald's soda can? McDonald's drink?
I reckon if you ghost, like you go through cars and
That's
shit.
good. Yes, Ghost would be the one.
Ghosting.
You can-
And
There'd
you,
be no
and, you,
traffic.
and you steal someone else's weapon too.
There'd be no traffic jams ever again.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Wow.
Ghosts.
But see, the ghost always comes back when you least expect it.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
true.
just
The
like,
ghost
So what if you
keeps
materialize while you're halfway through a car? Then your car is stuck within another
Car
person's
accident.
car.
You know
Car
what's good?
accident.
The squid ink on the windscreen.
Ah,
Of all everyone else
I
crashes.
just realised we're burning up all the items we could be using for our
Mario Kart.
questions.
It's an endless well.
There's plenty. Anyway, the
on.
feather writes in. Revenge on a friend for hacking and posting embarrassing Facebook posts.
Marcus,
Hacking.
That's a loaded word right now.
That's right. It's too soon.
It might be too. Oh, you want to? No,
No, it's fine. Look, this is good for growth.
Replace hacking with another word.
Can you replace hacking with Jeroming? Because he was my savior.
Right.
Revenge on a friend for Jeroming and posting embarrassing Facebook posts. Okay. One of my best friends got my Facebook and created an event titled "I Need a Date. I am desperate and will pay you," and invited all the guys I am friends with. I have her password, but we can't think of a more embarrassing event that would top that. The best we have so far is I just started my period and don't know how to use a tampon. Can anyone help me?
Good one.
Got it. Zinger.
Got it.
But that isn't really funny. At least she knows.
Okay, good.
At least she knows.
Because it's lame.
We are really good friends, and this is a complete joke, so please make it as embarrassing and as funny as you can. Any ideas? Feather.
Okay. So this was a very common thing back in the day.
Getting the Jerome on your
Jeroming your friends.
Jeroming your friends.
Have I ever told the story of how I got my friend's account suspended?
I don't believe you have, and if you have, it was in the earlier days, back in the yesteryears.
Yes,
so,
okay. I can tell it.
Yeah, go.
Because we had an escalating war where we would essentially Jerome each other's accounts back and forth.
Yeah.
And it was like the Montagues and Capulets, Jeromeo and Juliet kind of thing, back and forth.
Jeromeo. I think we've got our episode name straight away.
It was a very heated battle. It did escalate, right?
Yeah.
But we loved each other secretly.
That's true.
So they did this because they loved each other. It's like, when you love someone so much, but then you got to try and poke fun at them. Of course. You have to hurt them with some severe pain.
And it was escalating. We were like, we'd change profile pictures. We'd go back and forth, blah, blah, blah. So one day, we got one of my friend's accounts, his MySpace account, and we logged in and we just put dicks all over his account, like his
as you do.
Is it when you can change? You could change the background skin of MySpace.
So like his background skin was a foreskin.
Like the little areas like about me was bordered with dicks.
Yes,
Little dicks.
Like his profile picture was dicks.
Yeah.
Like then you could add like actual pictures on the page. It was just like a guy with a massive dick. There was dicks everywhere, right?
Did you have a song that automatically played when you loaded it up? It's just a dick.
I don't want to take you to a gay bar. Probably is what the song was.
Yeah. Just to really show that, like, really get them.
I like how your thought was like, there's the audio of just a dick like slapping a table, like,
the thud of a dick.
And that's all. And someone listening to the thing's like, what is that?
That's a dick on the table, my friend.
Dick on the table.
I don't think that was available on MySpace Music at the time.
Of course. So the big Jeroming.
Yeah, so we Jeromed him hard. And then what happened was he didn't know because we'd gone to bed. It was like after, I think we had a party.
Yeah.
We woke up the next day and his account had been suspended.
As it would be.
Naturally, as it would be. Someone would have reported
because
it.
you can't just show hardcore porn, big dick porn online on MySpace of all places.
Yeah.
So his account got banned, so he had to make a new account.
Mm-hmm.
And so I felt really bad because he lost like all his photos and stuff, and he was trying to get it back, and he was dealing with it for months. So he made a new account, and then thankfully a couple of months later they restored his old account.
So
Does that
saved
work?
them.
I didn't know that you could bring Jerome back from the dead.
Well, they un-Jeromed his account.
Like I'm saying, there was a Jerome there in the chat to help him. Like Jerome helped him today.
Yeah. So they
eventually get confused.
It took months though.
Yeah.
This is the peak of MySpace, so maybe that's why they probably had so many accounts being hacked and that type of thing.
It was just probably a queue. Like
Exactly.
we'll get to it eventually.
We'll get to it. Yeah, exactly.
He got me back eventually.
Yeah.
Anyway,
How did he get you back?
Well, I was really drunk one night after a night out, and apparently he just asked me for my password. First time I told him to get F'd.
Yeah.
The second time he came back and asked me again, I'm like, oh yeah, no worries, here's my password. I went back to sleep.
Maybe we know exactly how your Deliveroo account got hacked. Did you tell someone?
Now that I think about it, a masked man did come into my room last night.
Hopefully Jerome or
So give me a Deliveroo account.
all the accounts actually, his mum actually placed all these orders.
True.
She wanted to.
if Deliveroo are listening, they could be like, well, now we're not responsible if you gave it away.
I did not give my password away. Jerome, if you're listening, I did not.
I had a similar thing happen as far as like what you had where mates would sort of try to Jerome each other.
Yeah.
And it was my mate that Jeromed me on my Xbox Live account. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I remember this.
So basically, if you would leave the room, if a friend was over and you'd leave the room, they would change your bio on Xbox Live,
Yeah.
which is basically your like about me thing.
Yeah.
And he changed mine. And
I'm pretty sure I was in the same room as he was typing
you
it
saw
too.
him type it, and that was probably you had to type it with an Xbox
With a
controller.
controller.
Which means you were probably gone from the room for at least 2 hours.
Yeah, this
because
was
it
a long
takes so
phrase. I
long.
don't know
I think it was in the bathroom, so we were like, "Oh, he's going to be in there for a while."
He did a good job of getting this phrase up because basically my Xbox Live account got completely barred.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And I had to call up Xbox support and get them to unbar it.
Yeah.
And what he wrote was like, I love big dick in my mouth, then in my ass, then in my mouth again.
Of course, yeah.
For the cum.
So he told you the order you like it and the end results as well.
Yeah.
Right. There's a clear narrative.
So this was,
With a satisfying
and it was written in
conclusion.
like, quick text, when
Yeah.
you like,
Yeah.
you don't write full words because it was with a remote control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to
And
call.
time was of the
I had to
essence.
call up Xbox support and say, and on the phone to them and be like,
That's
my
so
account
funny.
had been Jeromed, and I did not write this.
Yeah.
And he's like, what did it say? And I had to read it out to him. And I feel like he was basically just like, okay, let me just put you on hold for a second. Puts me on hold and be like, guys, gather around everyone in the call center, and then put me back on loudspeaker and be like, okay, can you repeat exactly what it is that it said?
That's
and
so
me reluctantly
funny.
had to be like, I love dick. In my mouth.
That
It's
was
not like,
the
not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just like, it's not a sentiment that I believe
But he's
in.
like, he's
No.
just getting me to say it and be like,
He's just
"Ha ha."
twice, 3 times.
Good one.
Yeah.
That
So-
reminds me of a time when I was having Wi-Fi internet problems. And I had to ring somebody up and they had to kind of like access my computer remotely.
Yeah.
So it's like, which Wi-Fi is it? And I happened to call my Wi-Fi banana dick. And I'm like, I'll spell it for you. And just spelled it out for him.
How do you pronounce that, sir?
No, you need to pronounce it.
Let me
Yeah.
put you on hold while I get you to pronounce it loudly.
Like, I think it's funny. The common thread here with both of our accounts being Jeromed is
Yeah.
that we said it's a dick thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
When you're that age, it's always like, what's the go-to? It's like, I like genitals, I like poo.
It's like, what? No, don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You said it here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what their friends did to them.
It's the low grade of comedy.
It is
Exactly.
the
Maybe
low
that,
grade.
maybe that tells us that's where they're at, but I mean, they sound like they realize that maybe that's not.
That's
Yeah.
that's not appropriate. Well, not
No,
appropriate.
it's not that it's not appropriate.
Okay.
I think the obvious thing here is it's clearly not posted by that person.
No.
So you wanna make it
whenever-
believable.
You want it to be believable. Whenever I saw people's accounts where it's like, oh, I want poo in my bum, like
Yeah.
that, it's just like, well,
No,
clearly
they-
that's
they-
not
they've
somebody.
been Jerome. They've been
Marcus
hacked.
did not post that.
Yeah.
I know his thoughts about poo in his bum, and he wants it out of it, not in it.
Yeah, you know, funny you should say that because I went back into my past statuses to see how many times I've been hacked. Okay,
Yeah.
Or Jerome, Marcus.
Yes, please.
Jerome. Sorry, and I gotta say, I had the most amount of like all my friends and all
Yeah?
that because I was looking at it, I'm like, God damn it, how many times I leave my Facebook open?
yeah.
And one of the hacks was actually, I want the poo out of my bum so I could taste. It was pretty much exactly what you said. It was
Tell me
word,
it's I know Marcus, he wants it out.
word for word. So I think I've caught the hacker out. Right
No
now.
idea what you're talking about.
It was literally, it was like I want the
I've
poo
been
out of my
caught
mouth.
brown-handed.
Caught brown hound.
They got me.
handed.
They got me.
Okay,
Now-
so I think the moral of the story here is
Yeah.
they need to post something that's believable but also embarrassing.
So embarrassing, believable. Like, what would you do nowadays? I feel like if you were to try and do something to really like get someone out, I'd be like, start an event to be like, help me build IKEA furniture.
You know,
right?
That's a good idea.
And
I
then
think.
have people rock up to your house and be like, I'm here to help you build your wardrobe. Like,
What? See, no, because you're gonna get you're gonna get your friends going to help you out.
Yeah.
I think you need to start an event where it's like, help me raise money for selfish reason.
Oh, okay.
Like, so I
yes.
can go on
Go find me to get a
all
boob job.
expenses paid to Europe or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
That's what you need to do. Something that's like, why is Mark
Disgusting.
Fuck him. I'm not
Yeah.
giving him money to. You know what I
Jesus.
mean?
It's like, mate, raise it yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I getcha.
You need to basically like treat it like a GoFundMe page where
Yeah.
it's only benefiting you and nobody else.
Yeah.
That's
Have a
embarrassing.
description that like is like completely like self-aware or not
Yes.
self-aware to
Like-
make people think, is it truthful or
Yeah,
is this,
Yeah.
exactly.
is she taking the
Is
piss?
this really happening? Like, do you really want that all
I like
expenses
that.
paid? I do like that.
And the angle you have to take it is you've got to be like, I no longer believe in like material goods anymore
Yeah.
and money and stuff. But in order to fully realize this, I need to go overseas. Like, make it seem
Yeah.
like you're getting rid of possessions and like you're above everybody.
right.
Above
Yeah,
everything
exactly.
else,
But you still want their money.
You need
this.
to go to like Peru to actually sit with the
Yes,
the
a shaman,
shamans,
yes.
Yeah.
and you got to drink their Kool-Aid.
Yes.
and it costs money to go there.
And I
Yeah.
think that is the kind of story where people are like, oh, so he's all new age and stuff now.
True.
Oh, what a loser.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're going to believe that story, that
Yeah.
narrative.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I like the idea of doing the furniture thing, saying, come over to like help me assemble furniture. And then when they arrive, and then the person obviously turns them down, goes, I don't have any furniture here to assemble. You're going to have to leave. They all leave. 2 hours later, have like 3 big IKEA orders arrive.